So thank you, Prakash Ji. It's really nice, and also the team of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav of 75 years we are celebrating. It's congratulations to everyone, and also congratulations to everyone on International Day of Monuments and Sites, which is celebrated all across the world. Also sometimes known as World Heritage Day, but it actually celebrates all the monuments and sites. And I'm Nishant Upadhyay. I'm a conservation architect. I was trained in KU Leuven, Belgium, at the Remo Lemaire Center for Conservation. And after working in Belgium for 6 years and India on and off, I joined UNESCO as a program officer for culture to look at the World Heritage sites in India.
Okay.
And I think that was very interesting exposure to also understand what challenges actually our government and stakeholders and local communities face during protection, conservation, management, and how historical cities are facing several challenges, and that's why they become a liability. But that's not the idea. Heritage is for the people, and to make it revitalized again and to reuse it again.
So, we just wanted to understand what all steps are being taken to conserve heritage as a whole. I mean, across India and maybe your organization and
Yeah.
an individual point of view.
So I think maybe I can say here for on a global level itself also that now there is a very interesting discourse which moves towards development and actually sustainable development and heritage conservation, a mixture of it, where heritage is understood as a tool for sustainable development rather than something which requires an extra effort, for example. And now more and more emphasis is also on the fact that heritage belongs to the people, to the local community. And the local community needs to own it and then participate in it and conserve it in the way they would actually like to, and which is already well informed by the experts in the field. And so there's a lot of awareness campaign also, which is really required. And I think people like you are doing fantastic job of showcasing that how heritage is connected to of other local community to other local community, and how you can access it also as a product of tourism. I think that is one aspect of it. But other than that, I think it has a lot to do with the individual identity of a local place. So I think we have to respect that, and it's a very democratic way of looking at heritage also. And I think that's what we are trying to do. And other aspect which we are trying to address is the climate change and the role of heritage in it, which is also the main
Okay.
theme for given by ICOMOS, which is International Council of Monuments and Sites, an advisory body to UNESCO, about how heritage can play a role in mitigating the climate change impact, and how we should try to revive the traditional knowledge systems and community-based systems to manage their landscapes, to actually empower them to mitigate climate change impact. And these are the similar ideas we are also doing works in. And we are helping government of Bangladesh as well, and we are also helping government of Madhya Pradesh. And now there is a UNESCO-led project in government of with the support of government of Madhya Pradesh, which actually talks about historic urban landscape approach application on historical towns of India. And they have taken up case study of Orchha and Gwalior. This is a very interesting project where what they are trying to say is that, see, we focus, of course, we focus on built heritage conservation, but we would also like to focus on the aspect of well-being by the people. So how people's well-being can actually be enhanced by conserving heritage. And I'll give you a very small example there. For example, just by there is this beautiful Beja Tal in Gwalior, which is a small pond right next to Moti Mahal, and there is a beautiful river. Now,
Okay.
if we conserve Beja Tal and Moti Mahal, it has proved to be a very beautiful open area for people. Now, heritage conservation directly does not say that, okay, this is, we have given them an open space, but indirectly, actually, heritage conservation are larger areas which actually allow not only your identity, where to about local identity and glory and the past and history, but also allows you to have open areas and spaces where it can act as breathers for the town. So this is just one small project. Yes.
What are the bottlenecks you are facing?
Lately, I'll focus a little bit on the positive aspects also, because lately we have had a lot of support from local communities and also bureaucracy. So there's a raised awareness among the janta and people about their own heritage. It's a very clear, and I think everybody notices this phenomena that in India, suddenly we have uh, come to realize our own heritage and culture, and we are very proud of it now, more and more and more. And
Right.
that's a beautiful phenomena, so that helps us a lot in that sense. Which becomes a little bit of a challenge is that we still need to work on systems which can allow more and more such partnerships to develop and implement things on the ground, and also have monitoring is very essential. And also involvement of more and more experts in this field, so people get more aware that there are people who actually work on management and all these things like that, and you work forward for it.
I just wanted to understand. See, India is a pretty young country. How can we actually, uh, get the youth to spread this positive message of heritage conservation? Any
uh,
thoughts
yeah,
on that?
yes, I think yes, it's a big
It is
task,
for them.
definitely.
They are the
Yes,
future. So I
yes,
mean, like, how do we get
yes,
them?
yes.
I mean,
Yeah, definitely. No, actually, to give you an example, what we do is, and what I think even on Thursday, I have a little lecture with the NSS team actually, and which is in one of the school based in Delhi, invited me, and I would prefer to interact with them rather than with the heritage experts. So this is
okay. Wow.
because I think it's more important to talk to them, because maybe one or few of them might become the safe guardians, or they are the future. They will become at different posts, they will become the corporates, they will become the entrepreneurs, and henceforth, and the civil servants. And so if even at that younger age, because that is the age when you start molding your thoughts and you start becoming a personality, what your character becomes. So it's a very good age to get them to understand what actually cultural heritage means and what it envisions, so that they don't come up with wrong information, or they don't have a biased information towards, and they become more and more sensitive towards everybody's heritage around them, and they have a larger point of view, and they also start understanding why it's vital for their identity creation. So we need more museums, smaller museums, more
Yeah.
localized museums. Central government has a very good museum scheme for local museums. So they
Okay.
fund local communities and local people to have their localized museums. There are very interesting initiatives, and I think if this continues, and if you guys continue in your effort in that direction, I think it can be definitely not that difficult to engage the youth, because its culture is pretty charismatic.
So a lot of heritage site which were part of the independence movement,
Right.
how they can shape up tourism in the coming 25 years.
Yes.
Any
No, I
thoughts?
think it's also, I mean, there are several ongoing campaigns which wants to remind the current generation that how privileged we are to have freedom and
Okay.
independence. So we should not take it for granted what we have achieved with this is the biggest part of our history. What we are today, especially India as a nation, was not India as a nation if there were so many people and freedom fighters who came together to form it a country, to make it a nation so great.
आने के लिए और अपने समय के लिए और इनपुट्स के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Definitely. No, Prakashji, thanks a lot for having me here as well. And I would also like to thank the team, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav team. And it's been a brilliant way to look at things. And I'm glad everybody is taking up this cause and showcasing. Thank you so much.